All right, everyone. Thank you for joining the final session of day 2 of gCON. We've got another great breakout session here for you today. We're joined by Alex Vorobiev from Smartsheet. He's got an awesome presentation on project management with Smartsheet in a Google world. So we're going to get started with him in just a minute, but before we do, there's a couple of things that I'd like to touch on with regards to the presentation for today. So just like our past breakout sessions, we are going to handle Q&A outside of the Hangout. So if you have any questions for Alex about his presentation or about project management or about Smartsheet, you can go to the gCON Google Plus community and post your questions there, and he'll be happy to answer them. There's also, if you're interested in the giveaways that we have for today, Smartsheet is offering some Bose noise canceling headphones that are really awesome headphones. We're also giving away a Samsung Chromebook 2. You'll also get a free T-shirt for attending, and you can also, this will also be able for you to mark your attendance for the gCON certificate of attendance. So if you're interested in any of those things, please stick around until the end of the presentation, where we'll post the link to the form. And that is just about it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And once again, before we get started, if anyone has any questions for Alex, please go ahead and post them in the Google Plus community afterwards, and he'll be happy to answer them. So with that being said, Alex, I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to you if you want to go ahead and get started with your presentation.
All right, thanks a lot, Andrew. I really appreciate the opportunity, and thanks for getting my last name right. It's usually a tough one for people to do. So, morning gCON. I'm Alex Vorobiev on this beautiful Seattle day here in Seattle. I'm a director of platform at Smartsheet. That's an online project and work management tool. I'm really stoked to be here today. Google Apps story at Smartsheet is a really fun and interesting one. The partnership with Google has been huge for us for two important reasons. The first one is that Google Apps has been an incredible driver of business for Smartsheet. But more importantly, we've been able to deliver a deep, rich, and seamless integration experience with Google Apps that our customers love. So for us, it's about improving user experience, it's about removing friction, and it's about enabling productivity. And that's what I want to talk about today. Let me switch to my presentation. All right, there you go. So let's take a look at this slide, the 3 brands that you see on your screen. Some of them will be familiar, perhaps, and others not.
Hey, Alex, can I stop you for just a second?
Yeah.
Do you want to launch that in full screen if you can?
Yeah, I have. Are you not seeing it full screen, Andrew?
No, it looks like it's the view inside of slides. Are you sharing your browser or are you sharing the desktop?
All right, let's give it another go.
No problem.
All right, give me 1 second.
Sure.
All right.
There's me. We'll switch out for a second while Alex is getting set up. There we go.
Should do the trick.
There we go. All right, go ahead.
All right, thanks, Andrew. So the 3 brands that I want to draw your attention to on the screen, some of them are going to look familiar, some not so much. So a small artisan goat cheese manufacturer from Northern California, Cypress Grove, an events management group that plans and coordinates such large-scale events as the Super Bowl and the Final Four, and that's Populous, and a major private space exploration company. So what do they all have in common? Well, they have all embraced Google Apps as a key suite to manage all their sales, marketing, manufacturing, communications, and collaboration. But they have also found Smartsheet to be a perfect tool that fills a project management void that currently exists in Google Apps. So let me tell you a little bit about Smartsheet to set the stage. Smartsheet is a 100% cloud-based online work and project management tool. We have native mobile applications and an API to extend it beyond the core product. Our goal from day one with Smartsheet has been to marry the consumer-easy, intuitive experience and enterprise-ready, powerful feature set to make it usable and palatable to medium and large-sized organizations. Over the last 4 years, we've enjoyed double-digit growth. We now have over 140 employees, and we're based in Seattle, Washington. In terms of our customer base, we have over 50,000 paying organizations in over 160 countries, over 2 million users. Our product is being used across a number of different verticals, including commercial, government, nonprofit, education, and so on. And we cater to a range of customers from small moms and pop shop to some of the biggest companies in the world. We have a rich integration story. Obviously, Google Apps is one of our key integration partners, and then Google Drive, Salesforce, Box, and others to make our tool work with the applications that customers love. A couple of words about the product itself to help you understand what Smartsheet does. Smartsheet looks and feels like a spreadsheet, but it's smarter. It's really the only project management tool that uses the most common user interface today in productivity, which is the spreadsheet. That helps it feel instantly familiar and significantly reduces the learning curve or ramp-up time for customers. So in addition to the ease of use, you also get this incredible power feature set. We enable collaboration, project and resource management, and a range of essential mobile and enterprise capabilities. So as you can see, you can think of Smartsheet as sort of the combination of the best features of a spreadsheet, SharePoint, and perhaps even email. You can attach files to rows. You can also build discussions and track discussions around rows. You can ask people to make specific updates via email. You can set reminders for your rows and tasks. You can actually organize data inside Smartsheet in terms of hierarchies. So you have tasks and subtasks in multiple levels of subtasks. The organization of the sheet itself is very flexible. There are different types of columns, ranging from drop-down lists to dates and visual columns like red, yellow, green. In terms of powerful project management features, we have a Gantt and calendar view that help teams get on the same page in terms of their target dates and deliverables. It's easy to share your sheets with people inside your organization and outside. You can set automatic notifications. And you can even examine the history of any changes that have ever been made to any data in the sheet. We have a deep, rich, and seamless integration stories with Google Apps, as I mentioned before. So our relationship with Google Apps dates a few years back. We started by enabling a single sign-on with Google credentials. And this way, we removed the need to do a separate registration with Smartsheet, or remember a separate set of credentials. It's been critical in simplifying user provisioning and login. And since then, we've integrated across a whole range of Google Apps products and services, delivering the kind of experience that our customers and Google Apps customers love today. So really to show you through a quick demo of what some of those integrations look like and feel like, let me talk about a small consulting company. Let's call it Acme Consulting. And Acme Consulting provides consulting services to a number of customers. let me quickly switch out of the slides into a demo. And I start by creating a simple project plan. So one of my colleagues just sent me a previous quarter's project plan developed in Microsoft Project. But since our organization recently switched 100% to Google Apps, I would like to be able to migrate away from a Microsoft Project and use online tools instead. So when I go to Drive, where I've saved the Microsoft Project file, right-click on it, and I can instantly open it with Smartsheet. Or a Smartsheet quickly and easily interprets the Microsoft Project data and imports it into a Smartsheet sheet, complete with all the task hierarchies as well as a timeline, a Gantt view. So what I've done since, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time modifying the sheet, but let's assume that I've made required changes, and I've converted the sheet that I just imported into Q3 consulting projects. So I've added a number of entries for a range of our customers, from green and red company to yellow. I will quickly add one that's missing right now. Let's call it black, with a project start date on September 25th and lasting for a few days. So as you can see, it's really easy to add milestones and additional tasks and add additional hierarchies within the sheet itself. So from here, I may need to get some input from the rest of my team via Hangouts, and Hangouts also integrated deeply into Smartsheet itself. So to do that, all I have to do is navigate to the tab of my sheet. I can instantly see other collaborators that are currently logged into the sheet and looking at the data. And as you can see, I can instantly start a Hangout with all or some members of my team. I'm not going to do that now because we'll end up having a Hangout inside of a Hangout, but I think you get a picture. So once I'm done collaborating with my team via Hangouts inside Smartsheet, what I would like to do is attach additional information from Drive. So when I navigate back to my Drive account, I have a set of requirements for one of my customers in a Google Sheet format. What I will do is attach that file from Google Drive. Search for it, select it, and in an instant, it's now attached and easily accessible from within my sheet. I may also need to ask some of my colleagues, collaborators, to make an update to some of the data in the sheet. So for instance, I'm seeing that the information for one of our customers, the dates, the engagement dates for Purple Company are incorrect. So I will send that row, well, in this case to myself, but let's assume I'll send it to one of my team members and ask them to make a change. And off it goes. And let me navigate back to my email. And when I open my email message from Smartsheet, you can see that there is a Gmail gadget that's now activated, contextual gadgets that's now activated inside the email, which enables me to immediately make changes to the row itself, to the Smartsheet sheet and row itself, right from within my email message. So I can update the date starting at Friday. Save that change without leaving Gmail. Navigate back to my sheet, refresh it, and now the dates have been updated. What I also want to do is publish this project schedule to our team Google Calendar. And I can easily do it from within Smartsheet. So if I switch to Calendar View and then select Publish to Google Calendar feature, turn it on. Let's call it Q3 Consulting Projects. And let's go to the calendar and take a look. And here you see that all the consulting project dates from my sheet within Smartsheet are now published to the calendar and easily accessible from within the Google Calendar, which is our main calendar for the rest of the team. And that's a taste of some of the integration capabilities between Smartsheet and Google Apps. So let me switch back now to a couple of slides that I have left. There you go. So here's a highlight of some of the benefits that the byproduct of our relationship with Google and our integration with Google Apps. So for us as a company, it's been a huge driver of growth, as I mentioned before. So today, over 10% of our leads come from Google Apps and Chrome marketplaces. What we also found in our research that Google Apps customers convert at 4 times the rate of any other channel that we have. And in terms of the customer engagement and experience, we also found that Google Apps customers are twice as likely to take advantage of attaching files and sharing files inside Smartsheet, and thereby facilitating additional collaboration through Smartsheet, and 1.5 times more likely to actually share the data with each other. So one interesting example, just to highlight the benefits that customers have received from using Smartsheet in conjunction with Google Apps. Here's a story of one of our government customers, or municipal customers, I should say, and that's the state of Maryland. Some time ago, the state of Maryland, which is a huge organization with over 65,000 employees, made a decision to transition from a set of desktop tools to Google Apps. And they made a decision to completely transition all their operations, as you can see, from tracking customer requests and issues to planning their operations and the events and even reporting. So where Smartsheet came into play, when they were looking around for a robust and feature-rich project management tool to fill some of the gaps that Google Apps have today, they found Smartsheet. They felt that Smartsheet would complement Google Apps pretty significantly. And when they deployed Smartsheet, they ended up taking advantage of a range of integrations and points of integration that we have with Google Apps. So obviously, single sign-on is the immediate one that comes to mind. Being able to use Google Apps App Launcher to navigate seamlessly, instantly to Smartsheet also reduced friction for their users. They are heavily taking advantage of file sharing within Smartsheet, but they also create new sheets regularly from within Drive using the Drive extension. They publish the Smartsheet tasks to their calendar, much in the same way that I just showed you. And they also regularly keep their contacts within Smartsheet up to date by importing them from Google. Well, they have found there were three key benefits of using Smartsheet and Google Apps together. It was first and foremost easy to underestimate, but has been a huge security and user experience boon for them, and that's the ease of access and login and user provisioning through single sign-on. Centralizing on Smartsheet and Google Drive for document management has reduced a number of errors in mailing different copies of documents from one user to another. They ended up saving a ton of time overall by being able to collaborate within Smartsheet on their project dates and project deliverables. So State of Maryland is only one of many joint customers that we have. As you can see from this list, our customers range from Genentech in pharma to Google in high tech and Office Depot in brick and mortar. And that concludes sort of the story that I wanted to share with you today. And Andrew,
great.
Take it from here.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Alex. Great presentation about Smartsheet and project management. Lots of great customer stories there as well. Before we sign off here, I want to make the giveaway and attendance form available to everyone. So you should see that in the next few moments on the right-hand side of your screen. So if you're interested in registering for Smartsheet's giveaway, the Bose noise-canceling headphones, we're also giving away a Samsung Chromebook 2, and you'll get a free T-shirt as well for filling out the form. So you should see that on the right-hand side of your screen. And if you have any questions for Alex about his presentation, please direct them to the gCON Google Plus community. Alex will hang out there for a little bit to answer all the questions that you have about his presentation and Smartsheet in general. I know that you guys probably have a lot of questions for him there. So a couple more notes before we sign off here. I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to register for our sessions tomorrow. So we have another great keynote at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We're joined by Adam Swidler, the head of solution strategy from Google. So another great presentation from a Googler. So that's for our keynote. And then we also have presentations from Esna. There's a presentation, Get More Blank Done with Esna and Google Apps, and 7 Stories Up, How the Changing Nature of IT is Moving Support and Operations Out of the Basement, presented by Zendesk. So we've got some awesome presentations for you tomorrow. I hope to see all of you there. I want to thank Alex one more time for stopping by. Thank you very much, Alex, for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. So thank you, everyone, for stopping by this presentation, and hope to see you all tomorrow for our next 3 presentations. Thanks.